sure seem to have a whole lot more light for life events out here than would seem normal. I wonder if he's thinking to land in Dennis's field, or he's lost. He's looking for something. And I say he, I should have said it's looking for something. That use of he was an unfortunate verbal faux pas. Wonder, first frog in the yard. I'm so pleased. Huh. Good going, mister. How is it possible that just a few days ago, this stand of tall grasses beside us here at the pond have reached maturity, and the goldenrod has now appeared, and the pond has dried up. And just a couple days ago, water was way up in here. Well, and this was even full back in May. And we sat here on the evenings in late May, early June, when the whole area was hopping with excitement, movement, and animals, and bird calls, and beaver and otter. What an evolution. Natural evolution, of course. Now it's silent. So we're going to walk up. Suki just had her dinner. We've been laying on the bed. I was trying to doze. Are you kidding? With her next to me? She was full of piss and vinegar and writhing on her back and kicking her legs and kicking me. She wanted to eat or do anything but lay on the bed silently and calmly. So we're going to walk up ATV trail. Yeah, we're going that way, sweetie. If I was a person of resentment, I would be in a hideous state because of the rain that the southern half of Minnesota once again has received in the half to inch range, and they assume it because they're entitled, and us poor unentitled folks in the north do not expect it anymore. I'm having fun with my sarcasm. Well, the color temperature of the light is mostly natural now. I looked at the air quality map and turned on the wind animation. It's all coming out of the east-southeast, which is pushing the smoke away from Minnesota up toward Winnipeg. And this is the end of the loop trail Down here is where we turn left and go up to the prow of the ship. Yellowing ferns. Feels like it's too early for that, but I'm thinking about it and it really isn't. Autumnal gold. My trails are too short. I'd like to have them be at least 3 times longer than they are, so I could walk out and walk for a ways and not have to turn around so quickly. This is No Name Trail. New AT Loop Trail is over there. There she goes. I only had to raise one arm about halfway up. And she didn't even look back to verify that I really did mean that. I was astonished yesterday working on, I don't know, episode 107.8, I guess. Early May. I was down at the beginning of the game trail here and making my way up, and I was lost. I didn't know where I was because this was wide open. No leaves, or just beginning leaves. It was so wide, so totally what it isn't this time of year. I keep telling myself I'm gonna rake everywhere and then come out here with the axe and grub out, and I never do it. Something like that. I say I'll do it in the fall. Well, that's a really good idea. Be a few extra leaves to have to rake. I'm coming. From a distance, this looks like Spanish moss. Note to self. Although we are finally completely free of deer flies now, it takes a good 2 weeks for them to ebb into non-existence. So as soon as I begin to think, oh, deer flies ought to be over by now, I start thinking about that mid-July. No, they dwindle and diminish very slowly. So don't be eager to be free of them for at least 2 or 3 weeks as their numbers decrease until we get to where we are now on August 7th. I haven't seen a deer fly at all today. I don't remember about yesterday, but it is a real joy for both of us not to have that constant squealing and swirling. Fox just ran across. Probably the same fox I saw this morning up by the power lines. But he's not gonna, it is not gonna let me see it again, is it? They usually stop and turn around. Suki has seen it. There it goes. Into the woods it went. Suki saw it. They are small. Always am surprised by that, how tiny they are. They're about half the size of Suki, at least half the size. Maybe, no, about a third of the size. Maybe weigh 20, 25 pounds. I don't think she will give chase for very long. Here she comes. Yeah, that's her nature. Good. She got a good run. This is some excitement out of that. We're going to Dennis's pond, where I had been out on the verge a few minutes ago. I thought about cutting along the verge, but I remembered that the further I went toward the pond, the higher the grasses got, and logs laying across hidden. And I just thought, nope, let's walk around. This is the beginning of that trail that Suki and I walked up, I think in December last year. It was very narrow, and Dennis had obviously just hacked it out for some reason. I never figured out what it was for. But I'm remembering how cool or cold, crisp the air was being bundled up, and I'm looking forward to that again, being out when it's in the 30s or 20s, and the feel of it. God, I'm so glad to live where we get 4 seasons and the variety of 4 seasons. Well, I didn't think about her getting wet and muddy. Jesus, God. Water level is down another 4 inches than it was last time we were here. It's about 6:30, and I have been doing this project, or this daily or every other day task, in the mornings early, before the heat, of course, but before the yellow jackets are actively swirling around my feet. There are a few, but not nearly to the extent they are later in the day, like beginning in an hour or so. Oh, you want some food? Is that a yes? Or... Okay. I told her to stay here. She thinks that if she goes through the weeds, just get to the mud, I won't notice. No. Come. I just can't keep her out of there. She always gets here before I do. And look at her tracks. I gave her a rinse off. Look at her just. She's stuck. Oh, that's weird. Is she laying down? It's creeping me out. I've never seen her stop in the water like that. Come on. Come on. She is trapped. Was. Yeah, God almighty, look at the mud on her side. I was going to say, a few days ago when we went down to Otter Pond, she got in there and waded around in the mud, and I didn't think about it. Saw the mud on her when we got home, so I got the hose out. She does not take very well to that.